Alright, first and foremost, I'm going to say all praises be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kudash, double honors unto the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, and shalom to the sincere elect, out the teaching out them man on the highways and byways in truth and sincerity through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, and I just came across this article, man, and it says huge 7.7 magnitude quake strikes off Indonesia just hours after fatal quake, right? And that's a picture of some of the destruction which was left, right? And the reason why I'm speaking about this is because it's in the scriptures, right? And it says signs of the time, signs of the return of the Lord Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, right? This is Matthew 24, right? It says over here, man. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Right? Now, according to the scriptures, the end of the world is the end of the rulership of Esau, man. Right, which that says in Second Ezra 6 and 9, which I can read it now. Second Ezra 6. This is Second Ezra 6 and 9, right? No, from 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So, before the 12 tribes of Israel ruling the kingdom of heaven, Esau has to have power upon this earth to rule as the end of an age, man. So we know we're in this end age because Esau's ruling, man. Right. So go back to Matthew 24. Right, it says Matthew 24 and 3, and it says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be a sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahweh Shai answered and said unto him, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and deceive many. For ye shall have wars and rumors of wars, which we're constantly hearing of that. Uproars of the people, countries, having a large scale military exercises that haven't been done since the Cold War, man, right? Saying, I am anointed and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, and see that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right? Right? And for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. Right? And this article is a great example of that. Right? So it says here in this article, an earthquake measuring 7.7 magnitude struck off the coast of Sulawesi Island, Indonesia on Friday, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, just hours after fatal quake in the region. That's just literally earthquake in diverse places, man. The meteorology, climatology, and geophysics agency, BMKG, issued a tsunami warning for all parts of the island in the immediate aftermath of the quake. Man, that's crazy. So they just didn't experience an earthquake. They had to, like, out of fear, issue a warning of a possible tsunami, man. Right? The warning has since been lifted. It follows an earlier 6.1 magnitude quake, which left one person dead and injured at least 10 people, local authorities said. So the first one, which wasn't as strong as the one that came after, actually resulted in a death, right? A series of earthquakes, um, a series of earthquakes hit the a series of earthquakes hit the holiday island of Lombok, hundreds of kilometers of southwest Sulawesi in July and August, killing nearly 500 people. Wow. In 2004, a big earthquake of the northern Indonesian island of Sumatra, right, triggered a tsunami across the Indian Ocean, killing 226,000 people in 13 countries, including more than 120,000 in Indonesia. The world's largest island country sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire, an arc of volcanoes and fault lines in the Pacific Basin is regularly hit by earthquakes. And that right there is what? Is prophecy according to the scriptures, man. Right? Because, like now, I might actually bring out a further scripture, man. This is, real. This is, Isaiah 24:20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunken, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. So the scripture is saying the time that's coming upon this earth, right, is gonna reel to and fro like a drunkard, man. Now if you observe a person who's had too much to drink, he's staggering, he's unstable, he's unbalanced, right? Now this war is obviously gonna include what, man? ICBMs, man, right? And why is it hitting Earth? Guess what? Certain fault lines and earthquake regions and shit will actually get triggered even more, right? Which is gonna cause what? Bigger earthquakes, man. For example, even in what LA, I believe they say that sits on a heavy earthquake area, whereby at any time, right, a big earthquake could happen over there, man. And also, I believe also a volcanic eruption. Now, if you really observe that, you never know. That actually might even happen during when this war takes place, man. Like, ICBM might fucking hit it, and then it literally just fucking sparks up, man. But these are all what? Signs of the times, man. Right? With that, I'm gonna get 2nd Ezra's chapter 9, because this is truly going to be a time, right, that has never been seen upon earth, as it says in the 12th chapter of Daniel, man. You're actually going to have the time of trouble taking place. You're going to have a time of war taking place. You're going to have a time period of famine, martial law, death, destruction, earthquakes, tsunamis, and the war. It's going to be crazy, man. But that's why we as a hopeful elect have to hope and pray that we're actually saved in this time of trouble. This is 2nd Ezra 9. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that at the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right? So what the scripture is saying is it's important to observe the signs and prophecies to boost your faith, so that you can truly understand what time period we're in. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt understand. Then thou shalt well understand, not partially. You might have a bit of the breakdown. No, that's when you're gonna well understand that the Most High spake of those things which from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right? This is in verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land within my borders. For I have sanctified them from me from the beginning. Then they shall be in pitiful case which have now abused my ways, and they have cast them away despitefully, shall dwell in torments. For such as they have received benefits and have not known me, right? And they have loathed my law, while they had liberty, and when as a yet of a place repentance was unto them, they understood not, but despised it. Yeah, so that really applies unto those of our people who ain't gonna take heed to this truth. They've got a time period of grace which is now, but they loathe law because they are really into this world. Well, the scripture just is about to explain what gonna happen to them and how they gonna finally explain get the true understanding and breakdown. The same must know it after death by pain. So these people gonna get the breakdown when they're what broken down, right? So with that, I'm gonna say, oh, praise be to our Shema Shai, double honors and apostles and elders of Great Millstone. With that, I'm gonna say, Shalom.